what trade-offs exist between a high frequency validation and runway risk. So when I say high frequency validation, I mean you gave two per sprint. Let's say we have, I don't know, 12 hypotheses, and we need to validate them as soon as possible because we're not sure. So if we just validating, these assumptions, we're actually not building anything, right? So the runway still is getting, runway still is getting ticked. So like, is there any trade-off over here? It's like how many validate, how much you build. Is like, yeah, like what's your take on that?
I think prioritization remains to be an extremely tough problem for any team, whether you're a startup or whether you're an enterprise. Nothing can solve it. Only humans can solve it. I don't think AI has the context to be able to prioritize for you. But there's always a risk of sort of finishing your runway, and all you can do is try to mitigate that risk. And the way you mitigate that risk is ask yourself questions around, what metric does it change, which will affect your prioritization, and then you sort of focus on that, right? Because the runway being limited is a fact. No matter who you are, you don't have infinite sums of money or time. That fact is not going to change. What you do in that time is up to you. And you decide that looking at insights. And again, you can still be wrong, and it's okay as long as, see, it's okay to run out of money, because at the end of the day, you are running a startup and you are doing something risky. As long as you have the framework to decide, as long as you are able to justify why you did something.
I love that. I mean, it's ultimately everything starts from the point of the fact that you don't look at vanity metrics, you look at business metric, and then it just goes off, right? Like that's the fundamental to everything. Like you have to understand uh the metrics you have and which one you want to move up or down, and then from that you have insights which will affect that, and then you go implement with
Correct.
AI, effectively a prototype, or as we talked, potentially a production release, and then you look basically what happens with your metric, and then you just sort of rinse and repeat all the time. But it always starts with what metric you want to move up or down.
Correct.